Hello and welcome to Nathan But the Truth. Hey, this is going to be a little unusual um, because, I think that it's important that I show my human side. Um, One of what I call the holy grails of um, Black family life in America is one of the things that fathers rarely do is share their communication with their daughters. A lot of times, us guys, we sit up and we get to ragging about our relationship with our sons and our conversations, communication, but that daughter relationship is usually kept very personal. And you know, in light of some of the things that I've said that seem kind of harsh and kind of mean spirited, you know, um, I get up in my age and I get stuck in my ways. And so, my oldest daughter, who's very close to me, and who I listen to, I actually listen to her because she's very intellectual, intelligent, articulate, educated, just, all those pluses. And she scolded me. And so I wanted to share it with you guys because, I had made some pretty disparaging remarks, on the social ills in the Black community. And um, without further ado, I want you guys to sit up and have a listen to this young Black woman as she addresses her father privately. So this is private communication. But I did ask her if I could share it with the world. You guys meet Tabitha.
Hello, Dad. This is Tabitha. Also, just to let you know, I agree with you that we are damned if we do, damned if we don't. But I think you are wrong on who you're blaming for us being in this situation. And when I mean us, I mean Black Americans that are part of the dysphoria. You say that Black women has put us in this predicament, and I say that you're wrong. I say that we have been duped by the same person, and yet, and still, we rise our statistics trump what is being said about us, which is the reason why white people are lined up to vote for Trump, because they see Black people in white spaces more and more. They never wanted us to be equal. They did not expect us to grow as we did, because when they incorporated civil rights, they expected all the rules they set up to take effect to keep us from getting to where they are under the guise we're now equal. So we should be able to get there, even with institutionalized racism. The fact is, we did get there just slower, and we got there separately. And when I mean separately, I mean Black women got there separately from Black men. Black men bought into the ideology of having what white men have. They want the power that white men have. They want to be classified as a man like a white man. In order for that to happen, he would have to do the things that a white man does, which is bash the Black woman. We cannot be a united front that would make us unstoppable. So they played into putting us against each other. Black man wants white man's power. So how does he get white man's power? He gets a white woman. He has white children. That's how he gets white power. The Black woman had to fight without her man by her side through all the issues that white people give her, just like they give the Black man, just different obstacles. In the meantime, we're both fighting over a country that does not like us, that doesn't want us here, with a constitution that's in place that was never meant for us. So if Donald Trump gets in office, if he will gut the Constitution, which is what we need, because we were never thought of and included in that document. And if the Democrats win, we will be stuck with the Constitution and defending the Constitution again, which never intended to include us. So that's the rock and the hard place. Although Black men are angry, and they feel that this is the election to show their anger, their displaced anger against Black women. And they are doing this by saying they're going to support Donald Trump instead of the Democratic Party. Again, I understand your disdain, but again, the Black woman is not your enemy. You can see that that is the case by looking at what's happening in the news this year. At the beginning of the year, we were told that all truths will be exposed, and that has been accurate so far. It seems that the truth about Hollywood, about the elite, about our heroes that we think have billions of dollars that are untouchable. We think that money equals power. That's what the Black man has been taught in this country. So that's what he wanted, and he felt like he had it. And now we see how easy under this system it is for a Black man to get it taken from him, that you only have the illusion of being a man. You only have an illusion of being powerful that you really are not. And that it can be taken away at any point in time if you are not doing the bidding of your master being that white man. That was the reason why he put you against Black women, is so that he can eliminate your strength, so he can defeat you because you're unstoppable otherwise. This year is that reckoning. We are seeing some of the most powerful Black men come crashing down to their love of money. They thought that they could be just like the white man if they dogged the Black woman, but that is not working. That is why they are going for Trump. They want to be like him. They want the power that a white man holds, a white man like Trump, who is not in jail for all his crimes, but Diddy is in jail and he has $1 billion, probably has more money than Trump, at least before he was elected president, and was able to funnel money through other means. But I digress. After this election, there's going to be some hard truths that are going to be realized. And some people are going to be very, very shocked and sad by where the country goes. But we have no country, at least no country that's loyal to us. So no matter what happens after the election, we're going to have to come together out of necessity. And when I say we, I mean all people of color who support Black people from the dysphoria. We need to start having talks with African countries. We need to come together as a delegation on our own so that we can present someone that represents our interests to the UN so that we can collect the reparations that they've been voting yes to for the past decade. You need to stop bashing the Black woman and understand that by design we were put against one another. And the only way for us to bridge that divide is with us changing the narrative. That means Black men and women changing the narrative. We can only change the narrative by showing the world that we are not a monolith. We are all different and we have interests as a community that are different than white interests. I believe that it is hard for you to admit that you are wrong about the Black woman because you have so much disdain for the Black woman because of your own personal feelings, and you need to get over that. Because if this year has taught us anything, it should have taught us that evil comes in all shapes and sizes and colors and genders. Even though society right now is on a tier system, making some humans more valuable than others, we still are all equal, and so temptation comes to all humans of any race, ethnicity, age, or gender. I believe some of our elitist and wealthy Black people in this country has gotten drunk with power and the white image of what a man is and was tempted, and now they have to pay the piper. Don't lose yourself in your own personal feelings when we need Black men like you to help the next generation, because they need all the help they can get. I am Tabitha Hope Mujihad, and I am back quiet.